Let's handle another song, Don, or another question from you.
All right.
And depending on which
which
question, I will choose
You
a
wanna-
song based on that. I have
You
some.
guys want to pick one? Go ahead. Yeah. Do you see it or you have it on your email or?
Go.
Or I can. I'm glad to. But if there's one that you
Why don't you pick one more, and then if you don't pick the one I want, I'll do it.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to do it for both of your sake because you both have been on record as being, and for good reason, your reaction to the first time you dropped the needle or played cassette, or I will say maybe heard it on the radio, to Van Halen's song Jump.
Jump.
I think, and again, I hate to say it as a avid Van Halen fan, I didn't like it. And even to this day, even like when you asked that question, Don, about, with a song from your favorite artist that you're just like, oh my gosh, how did that ever get on vinyl? For me, that would be Jump from Van Halen. I just did not like that song for what, I don't know. It just was that song that kind of.
Tom had a reaction, and this is exactly what I was hoping to hear from you guys, because I gonna hear what you have from Tom. We'll set the stage. We were 17 years old, and Van Halen had 3-4 albums before. 1, 2, Women and Children First, Diver Down, Fair Warning 5. It would have been their 6th, and much anticipated. And they did a great job promoting it. And this was the first song that was released, I believe, before the album was released on the radio. And it was like, when you heard it, it was Van Halen, yes, but there was something different about it.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Yes.
I'm gonna first interrogate John, but
I knew it was coming.
So you wouldn't be in favor of a band experimenting or maybe changing format, or because all the great bands do that. They experiment, right?
They do, and I think I don't know. Again,
but all but Van Halen's not allowed to do it, right?
Yeah, when it's like your favorite band, but again, when you go from Women and Children First, and Diver Down, all those other albums, and then you get to that one, you were just like, oh, okay, this is not really what I expected. If you would have just taken the name of the group and taken it off the album and just played it as a freestanding song, I wouldn't think that's not Van Halen.
That's not how it was released, though. It was released with Hot for Teacher, right? Drop Dead
Legs.
Jimmy, whatever that Jimmy song is. Those are rockin' songs.
Yeah, that was Diver Down. Yeah, they were, but I think Jump was released to radio stations before the album was released. I think, Tom, you're right. There's nothing wrong with them wanting to try things different, adding a different element. I mean, we talk about that, with Rush, with what they did. But to me, I don't know why it felt so transparent to me as a 17-year-old, but I was like, okay. And they deserve to do this. It's okay. But they created a song that was suddenly, they knew was going to be accepted on top 40 stations.
Yep.
And right? Do you think?
Yep.
like and it was, and suddenly you had these people, oh, Van Halen, like, and like real Van Halen fans were like, yeah, but have you heard, everybody,
right, and we didn't, as you want to say, true Van Halen fans, we didn't really understand the concept of, like you were saying about, you guys have earned the right to try different things, try different avenues, and not realizing that, hey, this could open up, Van Halen to a whole different group of people that would typically not listen to Van Halen. So,
or your girlfriend will want to go to the concert with you.
well, yeah.
We talked about this. So
that's right.
You've got Panama, Hot for Teacher, House of Pain. That's a rocking song, right?
It is.
Girl Gone Bad.
I'm not criticizing the album 1984. I thought it was great. I just mean Jump, and I hate to even say I'm criticizing it. I feel like when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, there are people that are, with the pushing this in the band were like, guys, this song is gonna get played on stations you've never been on before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A couple things here.
And this is your first taste of Van Halen.
Yeah.
What's the guitarist from Metallica's name? James something.
James Hetfield.
Hetfield. Yeah.
I saw an interview with him after Metallica cut their hair. Okay. Yeah, and they had really long hair, and then they went to it was still long, but it wasn't down their back. And so the interviewer asked him, a lot of your fans are saying that you're selling out. His response, they're right. Night after night after night.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
I mean, Van Halen's out there expanding their audience with a song that's a little different format. And wouldn't you know, if you think of Van Halen, and you're not a major fan like us, that's the song people think of.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And it's mostly people who probably couldn't name 3 Van Halen songs besides that, but that happens to be the one that was on the radio all the time.
So is that so?
On different stations too, on different.
Yeah.
And I will say Eddie Van Halen solo in it is great. It's vintage, it's the fast up and down all over the place, amazing stuff. But you'd have to get 2/3 into the song to hear that.
But you didn't like the fact that it was like synth forward, right?
It isn't that I didn't like the song. I liked it, and I recognized that there was something different about it with the synth side. In my head I thought, okay, they're looking to branch out, and they're looking to, and it did. They were right.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, that was probably their most commercially successful song ever.
Right. So that's all.
There's a lot to say about this.
It worked.
We did. That was perfect. That is
okay.
When I put that question out there, this is exactly the conversation I was hoping to have.
But and that question, Don, was funny because when you think about it, when you think, okay, take your favorite band, tell me something you don't like about it. Give me the song that you just don't like. And when I thought about, Zeppelin, I'm like, yeah, there's a couple Zeppelin songs that I just were like, ooh, that's just not going to make its way onto the iPad.
If that's not true, then they weren't trying.
True.
Right? So, yeah. Okay.
Well, what a great point Tom had though about, okay, yeah, then your girlfriend hears it on her station. At the time, maybe Amy was, I was listening, we were in Houghton and we had Buffalo, Rochester, I had WCMF on, or if we were in Speculator, it was Pix 106, but all of a sudden, being back and forth in the car on a long ride, like, all right, we'll throw it on your Kiss 98, and all of a sudden there's Van Halen on there. Oh, okay. It was just that one song. Yeah.
They would also play it at my dentist, I bet.
I think maybe it was almost like, top 40 was kind of like the bad. And then when you heard your group associated with a top 40 station, you're like, oh, just, it had that cringe moment. Yeah. You're like, why is my band over here?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's funny. I think the song we just watched, like Peter Gabriel, I don't know. It might have been on top 40 station 2.
Come on now. MTV is not hard rock necessarily.
True.
No.
It was their
And-
number one video in
Right.
86 and maybe all time. So
Yeah,
yeah. All right. Well, I can tell you
that was great.
what I'm about to do next. You are going to hate.
Mm.
You're going to hate this so much, but I hope you have a lot to say about it.
Right.
I didn't know you were actually going to ask that question, Don, but we're going a little different direction here
Mhm.
for what's about to happen.
All right.
There's a YouTuber I follow. What is his name? It's like Museo. We'll get his name in a minute.
All right.
He invites talented musicians in to his studio and he plays a song for them that they may or may not have ever heard before. And they have however long they need to rewrite it and make it their own.
Rewrite it. Interesting. Okay.
Mm.
So they can change the tempo, the sound, anything they want about it, make it their own. It's still
Okay.
recognizable as the original. I am about to present to you the song Jump, done
What?
done by one of these groups, and you're probably gonna hate this, which
Did
is
you-
gonna
did
make
you-
me so happy.
Well, make me happy by saying that you chose the song because it was in the questions, or it was
I
already.
honestly didn't see that in the question.
Oh, wow! All right.
So this is
I don't really hate it. No, I'm good. This is
this is
gonna be fun.
really
Challenge.
yeah. So let's see if I can really annoy you with this. Okay, so this group is called
Menudo.
no, it's Young Friend featuring Young Friend. I'm forgetting what the name of it is. Anyway, this group here, they've been working for who knows how long, because I'm not going to show you the whole video. If you want it, if you're interested, you can watch them like figuring out how they're going to do it. I'm just going to play you the final product of what they created.
Well, I have a huge problem. Like instantly, is that I don't see a drummer. So.
Mm. Yeah.
I think they do. I think they do have one, but yeah.
All right.
Listen, if
I took that one off.
if that's the thing you hate the most about this, I'll be shocked. All right, let's give this a run.
Let's do it.
There he is. All right.
Mhm.
I get up and nothing gets me down. You got it tough, seen the toughest around.
Okay, what's going through your head right now, John?
Wow. Wow. I never thought you'd go with slowing that down. I thought that was the whole premise of the song, was to keep it upbeat, but now you just made it painful. you made it really painful. Ooh.
Oh, what are you thinking, Don?
I agree with John. I think maybe the one virtue other than Eddie's guitar solo and Jump was the fact that it was peppy.
Yeah.
Is lost on these guys. Like they're trying to. Is this a little reggae and a little? Like,
There's no synthesizer, right? There's no.
I didn't hear that yet. No, I didn't hear it.
Right?
Yeah. No, that's true.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. I think by the time these guys are done for you,
All right.
you might be persuaded they're talented, and you might even like this.
All right.
Obviously, they're making it their own. This is not sounding anything like Eddie Van Halen.
No, I trust you that I'll give it a chance because of you.
Mhm.
So you're saying there's a chance. All right.
Mhm.
And I know, baby, just how you feel. Yeah. You got your own to get to what's real. Well, can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine. I I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean? Might as well jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Go ahead and jump. Oh, hey.
Are we moving the needle at all?
Yeah, it's moving. It's just
I'm gonna-
probably not going in the right direction.
I'm gonna give it a slow move in the right direction,
All right.
and I will acknowledge that something about the original version with the keyboards and the kind of sugary keyboards that they're doing this with the guitar, sounding kind of like the keyboards, but I can still tell if it's a guitar, maybe because I'm seeing it, but
Yeah, I don't know if it's the echo, the distortion in the garage, not helping. Not helping.
I know what's supposed to happen. I know what's supposed to happen when the solo comes, and
Yeah.
it's hard for me to. But hey, I'm giving it a chance, man.
All right, here we go. You know the part where, oh, hey, you, right?
Yeah.
He does that right there, but it sounds so different when he does it. Here we go. Let's rewind just a smidge.
Oh, hey, you. I said that. Baby, how you been? Say you don't know until we begin. Well, can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean? Might as well jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Might as well jump.
I didn't get this the first time I listened through this. They almost sound like a worship band, don't they?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Like they're leading us through worship. I don't know. They're starting to pick up. Here we go. Okay, that was the guitar solo. Downplayed quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, there aren't too many Eddie Van Halens ever have walked the earth, but not a bad save there. They started to rock out a bit.
Yeah, I like some of the transitions they have.
Yeah,
right, and the pace, the tempo upswing. They brought you there. So it's crescendoing.
Yep.
John's still not sold on it at all.
Yeah, I'm not buying it yet.
He's a purist. I appreciate his integrity. But I see an effort there to, and then I have an observation at the very end of the song about something I've never thought of before, but I'm going to wait till the end.
Let's just pause right here, though. What memories come to mind from this song for you?
For me, even though again it was not one of my favorite Van Halen songs, even though it may be the most played ever on the radio, given the breadth of and its reach. Have great memories of the association of the time that we were there, and I have great memories of an age where you relied on radio to hear what was happening, and you relied on record albums. And this was in that sweet spot for me as a 17-year-old where I couldn't wait to get the album, go right upstairs, take the plastic off, pull it out the sleeve, put it on the turntable, drop the needle. And this is the only song that had been released on the radio at the time, I believe. But I couldn't wait to hear all the other ones. I remember reading the back of the 1984 like titles and like, ooh, what's that going to be? And hearing it, and I probably listened to it 4 or 5 times straight until 1 in the morning until I fell asleep. But this was So
What about you, John?
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember, because again, I think this was the single that they released prior to the album. And I think it was just kind of like, I won't say disappointment because it was still Van Halen. So, but it was like, I remember feeling like, wow, are they going commercial now? Are they,
right.
are they, and then you obviously listen to the rest of the album and you're like, okay, now you've redeemed yourself. But
Yeah, there's no change.
no, yeah, they just had and again, back then we didn't think of, okay, well, they've obviously earned the right, like we said, to try different styles and try different methods of delivery and that. But you're just thinking, this isn't what I anticipated, but
Yeah, there was about to be a huge change. We just didn't know it yet. Like David Lee Roth, they were not a happy band, and David Lee Roth, we found out when he went out on his own, like what he really wanted to do was this crazy
rock.
showy, like
He likes jazz though. He's got the jazz influence.
and I think, and again, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think if you read about what David Lee Roth wrote about, what his inspiration for this song was, it was basically he was watching the news and there was a potential suicide jumper on the building or bridge or whatever it was, and he remembers yelling at the TV and he kept saying jump, jump, and that's where the song. And I don't know if that's true or not, but
interesting. I never knew. That's what I was going to say at the end of this was that
don't know if that's if that's legit or folklore.
Interesting. The 1,000 times I've ever heard a song, I never really even questioned what it meant.
Just to clarify, I just looked that up, John. So yes, he conceived the lyrics when he saw a story about a guy who was considering jumping from a skyscraper, and he was thinking onlookers might say, "Yeah, you might as well jump, right? What is there to live for?"
Yeah.
But he wanted to turn it around into a positive, to be more about taking chances in life. Might as well take that chance. Might as well jump.
I like that. All right.
Well, I think that's pretty cool. That's more into the meaning. Let me share a memory of this. You remember the cover? It had the baby with the angel's wing, and he's smoking.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? So we had some pretty conservative people come to my house, and they saw that I was listening. I was a teenager, and I think it was a church group, probably college age kids, probably staying with us, and he wanted me to get rid of it because he didn't really like the album cover, which that wasn't going to happen. The other memory is, this is the album I was listening to when I met my wife. And, you remember the Scirocco and the Blaupunkt stereo with the cassette player. This was 1986. This was in my car playing all the time. I can't tell you how many times I listened through this album or this cassette. And I did not fast forward over Jump, John.
I don't think I've done that, but maybe you turn the volume down a little bit. Is that still doable?
That's amazing. All right, let's listen to the guitar solo again and I think I missed him. Hang on.
I think that.
Who are those guys?
That's the studio guy who challenges them to listen to a song and make it their own.
Oh, all right.
That's what
All
goes
right.
on out there. So
All right. That's pretty cool. All right.
okay, so does that song? I mean, we didn't listen to the original. Does that song hold up today? Jump. It didn't even hold up that day to John.
No.
Maybe
Well,
John, I'm asking you.
I think today, yeah, I think it would.
Yeah, it does.
I think it would.
It
I do.
does.
I mean, it's
It's
you know,
time.
undoubtedly, catchy, and it's got all the components of a catchy
Yeah.
top 40 type song.
Yep.
But yeah, I think definitely it would hold up today.
I think we see proof of it too. Going back to one of our other segments there, talking about a song that used to think was edgy. Although I would not say I ever thought this song was edgy, but the man was. But you hear the song today and in overhead speakers at grocery stores and stuff. But the guitar solo, Eddie Van Halen's guitar solo, like that, you could almost take and put in other songs they had. Like
Yeah.
I was so thankful. Like they carved out that time for
Mhm.
him to do that, because that, like, okay, yeah, they're like, here we go. That's what this guy's supposed to be. We have to have one of those per song, and there it is.
Mm-hmm.
This actually answered two of your questions, Don. Right? So,
Yeah.
reaction to the first time you heard Van Halen's Jump, and worst song by favorite band, but for John.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind
I think we've established that.
2 for 1.
That's hilarious. It's 2 for
Yeah.
1. All
right. I don't know what my worst Van Halen song would be. They are one of my favorite bands, but
Yeah.
might be Big Bad Bill or something like that. I don't know, those off
Mm.
of Diver Down.
Mhm.
What is that? He's on the
I
throat.
can tell you, I won a karaoke contest singing "I'm Your Ice Cream Man."
Mhm.
Oh, I heard about that. That's a great.
That's a good one. That's a good one, though.
Classic, totally
Mhm.
classic.
Mix cups, all flavors and push-ups too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right,
Push-ups too.